Lesley Logan. Welcome to my Pilates studio here in Los Angeles. And today I'm back with another conversation that part of a collaboration that Andrea made at Pilates and I have been doing. And we're answering one of your questions. How do you handle getting bored versus getting better? And what is getting bored versus getting better? So this is not going to be a lot of exercise. Like, I'm not going to show you how I do an exercise better versus doing an exercise bored. I think we all can agree we know what bored movement looks like versus deep movement. And I would think better is probably better. It's probably better to use the word instead of better to use the word deep. I think more deeply connected movement, more purposeful movement is more essential. And it's really easy to think that to do better movement or not get bored is to actually add in more exercises, which if you're a teacher, you were probably taught a lot of exercises really fast in a short period of time. And so it's easy to think that our own clients can actually handle a lot of new exercises really quickly. If you're watching this and you are a Pilates lover, thank you for watching these videos. I'm sure you, while you want to do new things, also understand that there's so much to learn in all the exercises that we are already doing. So how do you get better before you get bored? Okay, I actually think you have to come at Pilates with a curious mind every single time. So whether you do things in an order like Andrea and I do, or you change up the way things come all the time, it doesn't matter to me. I think you can get bored with either if you're not being curious. And so depending on my mood of the day, I make sure that when I lay down, I ask myself one question: what am I touching? Right? If I ask myself, what am I touching, meaning my feet on the foot bar, or how my hand is on the handle, or how I'm sitting right now on this reformer, I'm actually sitting more on my right hip than I am my left hip. How can I, right? And so once I adjust so that I feel like I'm sitting more evenly on my seat, all of a sudden I have a more focused way of looking at my movement. And it doesn't matter if I've done the footwork 5 times this week. It's a new way of doing the footwork, right? Because it's a new day and I'm a new human, I'm a new person, and my body is different every day because what I learned yesterday is going to affect what I do today. If I fell down the stairs yesterday, it's going to affect my footwork today. If I had an amazing massage yesterday, it's going to affect how I move today. So I always ask myself, what am I touching? That really does help me get better movement rather than bored movement. Another thing I think is really important to note is that you are not moving body parts and springs around. You are literally not just doing Pilates for the choreography. You're doing Pilates for the entire connection you get from head to toe. And so it doesn't matter if you've done that exercise a million times or it's your first time doing it. It can be boring no matter what. It all depends on how focused you are on your movement. And so I think Pilates is really awesome because you can escape from whatever is going on. Currently, as I'm talking to you about Pilates, there are a million emails that I haven't answered. Tomorrow, when I'm doing my session, I will have 20 text messages to respond to because I'll have a session at a time when everybody's up and asking for things. The cool thing is I can silence all of that physically on the phone, but also in my mind because I have to think about, what am I touching? What am I doing? And so if you can start your practice, and if you're a teacher, also start the session that you're teaching with that question, even if it's into your own mind and your own self, I think it really will change the perspective of whether it's bored or not, right? Because I think you can get bored doing anything, even if you are showing up for the first time. If I've never seen a movie, I can be bored during the movie, right? If I've never seen the Rose Bowl parade, it could be still boring to me. Just because it's the first time seeing it doesn't mean that it's like this amazing thing, unless I come at it from the perspective that it's an amazing thing and I'm so happy to be here. So how do you get more curious besides asking yourself the question, what am I touching? I would ask yourself, what's working? What's not working? Where does this feel hard and where does it feel easy? Where else can I do this exercise to do it better? That's a great one. If you are struggling with elephant hill reformer, where else can you do it, right? So if you are really struggling with maybe being bored in your movement in Pilates, I would really just start to ask yourself questions. You can start with who, what, where, when, why, right? When should I lift my feet off of the foot bar? Where else can I do this exercise? Why is it that my heels don't want to reach into the foot bar when I come in on footwork? Like, if you start to have these investigative conversations with yourself, you can't get bored because there are endless questions you could ask yourself. So, as the balls roll off the wall, I want to pose you some homework. If you are just feeling like you're going through the motions in your Pilates practice, what are you touching? Where else can you work on this? Where is this easy and where is this hard? Why should you skip this exercise today? Maybe you should. Maybe it's not for you. What other exercises should you be doing before you even start your practice? Some days I have to start on the spine corrector or the C shaper before I can get on this reformer. So with that, I hope those questions help you if you are feeling a little bit bored in your Pilates practice or in your teaching. And I hope you're not. But just know that if you are bored, it's something you have the ability to change. It really is. Giving you a new exercise you've never seen before isn't going to make you less bored. It's the mindset that you bring to this practice. And if you are struggling and you need more questions, just comment below or tell me what you're bored about, and then maybe I can help you. Tell Andrea what you're bored about, maybe we can help you. But you know, I can hit the mat every day and the mat isn't boring, even though I do the same 34 exercises every single day, right? I can hit this reformer. There was one time when I did the reformer every day for 90 days. Never once was I bored. Why? Because I asked myself a different question so that I could dive deeper and get more curious. And it was really cool and it helps me do that. So please don't take boredom for an answer or as a reason to shake things up. Shake up what's in here just a little bit by asking yourself some questions, just simple ones. Doesn't have to be complicated, don't have to write an essay, and just see what answers come out. Okay, I'm Lesley Logan. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more discussions from Andrea and I, make sure you subscribe to our channels, and I look forward to seeing you soon.